Okay, moms, I lied. I told myself I had healed from everything. But becoming a mom, I still have work to do. Hey, moms, have you ever heard of generational curses? Because sometimes we're not just raising kids, we're trying to break down the things that were passed down to us. All right, moms, no judgment here. As always, let's talk. I feel like being a mom comes with so many roles, and it can definitely be overwhelming because we are the teacher, the driver, the cook, the counselor. We are so many things in one. And while we're trying to do all of that, we are also trying to keep our sanity. Something that I realize is we don't always deal with what happened before the kids. What I mean by that is we think we moved on from our past trauma until life or motherhood happens and then it brings it all back up. So, for example, the famous being told you wouldn't amount to anything. They either makes you stop trying or it makes you go harder or work so hard that you forget to live. And honestly, that can take a toll on you. Or maybe you were one of those people you weren't heard when you were growing up. So now you either stay quiet or you make sure you're heard at all costs. Or maybe you even went through things that nobody protected you from. So now you're always in protective mode. So now you avoid confrontation completely, which I get it. Nobody wants to deal with that. And I'll be honest, I'm an example of all of these things. And that's something that I've come to terms with. So one of my biggest struggles right now is honestly trying to break these cycles. So that way they don't pass down to my kids. I was told I wasn't going to graduate. I was told I was going to have kids young and without direction. And also that I wouldn't know who their fathers were. And honestly, there's no disrespect for any woman who doesn't know who their children's fathers are. I have the utmost respect for you because I don't know your life story. And no one needs to know your life story except for you and what you're going through because the struggle is real and that is your personal life. So respect that. As long as you're doing what you need to do, that is big ups to you. I respect you because at the end of the day, you're a mother and you're doing what you need to do. That is my spiel on that. But that's something that I was told. And honestly, hearing those things as a child, it stays with you. It definitely stays with you. So for me, because it stayed with me as a child, it's kept me in busy mode. I've always tried to make sure I'm doing something, proving myself to build something for my children before I even had kids. Also making sure that I can break anything I can possibly break as far as those generational curses. So that way I could protect my children. Honestly, throughout the whole process, I didn't even allow myself time to heal. And that's what made me realize that I have been focused my entire life on trying to break cycles, the generational curses. Have you ever felt like you're trying to break something that was passed down to you, but still feel like you're carrying the pieces of it? You're not alone, moms. As usual, moms, I'm always here to support you as much as I can virtually. And I'm going to be open and honest as much as I possibly can. So until then, I will see you next time. But don't forget to check out my Power File Reset Guide and tools to help you for those weeks that you're feeling overwhelmed and you need to reset as much as possible. And until then, I will see you next week, Mom. Bye.